Hello everyone, welcome back to Alien Vendetta. This is map 3, Cargo Depot. And we can see the cargo depot here, but if you turn around, you can see a pretty cool city area. This isn't part of the level, like the playable area, but it is pretty cool. Got this like parking barrier here, this little booth, and some buildings in the background. That's pretty cool, I like it. And we can grab a chain gun here, as well as a super shotgun. Which is very useful for the horde of enemies, I'd even say, in here. I don't know if that imp was stuck or if he was just chilling there. I think that he wouldn't just stand there, but I don't know. Monsters do tend to get stuck on the door tracks, I know, so... Yeah, unsurprisingly for a level called Cargo Depot, this one is based on a warehouse. And there's another chain gun in here, even though there's one in the starting area. I guess if you missed it. Although there's also chain gunners, so I don't know. I'm not sure that all of the chain guns were necessary, but if you press the switch here, that will open the door out there. And there's a very obscure, not even an item here, it's just if you press on both of these things, you can grab this rocket, which is not an item or a secret, so I wonder how many people did not know about that. Very, very obscure. And there's a cool window here. Cool windows, I guess. And if you press these switches, this will raise the door, I guess, connecting these two rooms, which there's like a track up there, which I guess would have been used to transport the cargo, so that's pretty cool. And then there's a switch to lower it. There's no gameplay advantage or anything, but it is pretty cool. And Vendetta, I guess, isn't really a WAD known for like attention to detail, but I think there definitely was a lot of attention paid to the detailing, which I definitely appreciate, and I think a lot of other people appreciate it too. I mean, the gameplay is what I'm here for, but you know, if there's good attention to detail, it's never a bad thing, right? Some people may not enjoy the more like tough gameplay of the later maps, but the attention to detail, like these train tracks down here that we can see better later, is cool. This is a blue switch. It requires the blue key, although it's not marked, so kind of an annoyance, but it's not that big of a deal. Another annoyance is that this wall here, which is totally unmarked, is the only secret in the map, and it holds the rocket launcher, which you will probably want. There's a lot of shotgunners here, as you can see. I could have used the chain gun, but none of them decided to shoot me, so all's well that ends well, right? And I guess I can grab these shells. I mean, this map doesn't really have a shortage of ammo or anything. To go through here, we'll need the yellow key, which you can find down in this area. Okay, you know, maybe I shouldn't have said anything about the shotgunners not blasting me. That guy definitely just did. I do find it interesting how there are these like groups of health bonuses that we saw in here and then in one earlier room. That's all of them, but it's interesting. Something you see people do very often. There's the more like standard group of armor bonuses in the other room where, you know, they're laid out along the walls, not just all on top of each other. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. You can also grab the Berserk, and then press this switch to lower a crate, which has a secret cavern area, I guess? Cave cavern behind it. It's pretty cool. And you can grab the yellow key from down here, and you can see the water flowing in here. It's pretty cool. Fortunately, there's no way to go up there, but hey, it's alright. Then we can climb back over these boxes, and go up here to the yellow door. And here is where it helps have the rocket launcher. These revenants are pretty annoying to kill with the chain gun or super shotgun. This guy should be almost dead, yeah. I think one of my rockets missed him, and that's why he didn't die, because I don't think they should be able to survive rockets like that. You can hear a lot of enemies growling behind this wall. When you press the switch to lower the blue key, a bunch of specters will teleport in, so you can use our berserk on them. They can come into this room, so you can get swarmed, but it's not that hard to avoid getting surrounded. Even if you do, you can always switch to the chain gun. Should be able to stun lock them enough for you to get free. Oh, did get hit there. And the specters, I'm not sure it's going to show up on YouTube very well, but at least to me, they look different. I think it's the new version of PR-Boom Plus. Or, not PR-Boom Plus, god, dsda-doom that I'm using, 29.0, that changes them. But yeah, we can see this pretty cool ship out here. This also isn't part of the playable area. The MS Nightmare, or hashtag Nightmare, pound sign Nightmare. I don't know, I don't think they really used hashtags back when this WAD was made, so I don't know. But that is what the difficulty menu calls Nightmare, so I don't know, maybe it meant something to the creators, but yeah, pretty cool boat. And now that we have the blue key, we can come and press the blue switch here. And there's some Hell Knights in here. Let's see if I can punch them out. Alright, there's one. I don't know where the other one is. Yeah, behind me, that's what I was afraid of. Thankfully he didn't hit me. And then he did. Shouldn't have said anything, right? But we're almost done, so press the switch, which lowers the barrier to this. There are these train tracks. And when we go into the train tunnel, that's the end of the level. So this is Cargo Depot by Matthias Berggren and Kim Andre-Malde. This one's pretty cool. It's pretty short, but like I said, I really like the attention to detail in the, you know, outside the playable area, and then like the door that you can raise between the cargo rooms. So yeah, very cool. Kim Andre-Malde made a couple of other maps for this. His are probably the most well-known from the MIDI.WAD. Most well-remembered. Because he really... The lighting, I guess, in his maps especially is very good, so looking forward to those. This one, I don't know which parts were made by him and which ones by Berggren, but I think together they made a pretty good map. So yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.